Hey guys, it's Lexy Romano with Phoenix Finds. I'm here in the heart of Phoenix today, checking out one of everyone's favorite local spots, Miracle Mile Deli. I'm gonna go chat with the owner and hear about how they got their start. So I'm here with Josh Garcia, he's the owner, and we're gonna chat a little bit about Miracle Mile. Josh, thank you so much for having me today.
Thanks for coming by, we appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about you guys and kind of how you got your start and kind of what you guys do.
Yeah, so we were established here in 1949. My grandfather moved here from Brooklyn, New York in 1949, and he first started out in Tucson, couldn't find any work in Tucson, came back up north to Phoenix, kind of looked around for work for a little while, didn't really find what he was looking for, so he found a restaurant on the corner of 16th Street and McDowell, and went in, talked to the owner, said, you know, I want to buy your restaurant. And a few minutes later, handshake, and I'm sure some food they shared, and he had a restaurant.
I love it.
Yeah, so the name Miracle Mile actually derives from the strip of land from 16th Street to 24th Street along McDowell in the 40s and 50s became known as the Miracle Mile because east of 16th Street along McDowell Road was dirt road. So that's kind of where the borderline of Phoenix stops. So it ended up becoming very commercialized and developed and became known as the Miracle Mile. So that's where our name originates from. But we've been able to serve the Valley here for 72 years, 7 decades. So we've been very fortunate to be able to be a part of the Valley's history and become a dining institution here in Phoenix.
So you guys have been here for 7 decades.
Yeah, it's been an incredible journey for us.
Wow. So when your grandfather came over, he came from New York.
Yep.
Did he bring all those recipes from Brooklyn, New York?
So my grandfather started in the restaurant industry when he was 10 years old. He started working at 10 years old. So he's got a lot. He had a lot of cooking background, baking background. So he brought a lot of the East Coast delicacies, the stuffed cabbage, the New York hot dog. I mean, when he moved here, the hot dog that was here was a bright red color. It was called a Red Hot. It wasn't called a Frankfurter or a hot dog. So he brought the New York hot dog to Phoenix. So, you know, it was very cool to see kind of how tastes have evolved over the generations and over the last 7 decades. So, yeah, he brought a lot of those things, the pastrami, the corned beef, all of that stuff to the Valley of the Sun. So it's been a really cool thing to see kind of how families and different generations of the same family have become, you know, a part of our history as well, and how everybody that has become a familiar customer here has their own Miracle Mile story.
I love that. And so you grew up here, your parents were here as well. So like, what is it you think that makes you guys stay in the Valley and stay such a favorite?
Well, that's a great question. I think, you know, a lot of it has to do with our quality of product, our consistency, and our service. Those are 3 simple concepts that I think a lot of dining establishments need to have, and a lot of businesses need to have in order to create that longevity for themselves. If they don't have it, then it's something that, you know, maybe they're going to stick around for a few years and maybe kind of fade out. But I think that those 3 things are key to our success long term, and, you know, not only in the past but also going forward in the future.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. And you guys obviously have those 3 things because you're such an institution. People love you guys. But for those people out there who maybe haven't been here, if it's their first time, what's like your go-to? You're like, you have to try this dish. What's that one thing?
That's a great question. We just had a customer come in that had never been into Miracle Mile. She says, what do I have?
Yeah.
So I recommended the straw. That's been our #1 seller for 72 years. It's hot pastrami, hot sauerkraut, melted Swiss cheese. I told her to get it on an onion roll with some French fries and a kosher dill pickle. You're not going to go wrong. It's something you're going to crave. It's something you're going to want so often once you have it. It's just mouth-watering and you enjoy every bite. It's literally like heaven on a plate.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like it. Like my mouth is literally watering. I think we need to try one of those.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right, you guys, so Josh said to go with the straw sandwich. So I got it right here. I'm going to give it a try. So we got hot pastrami, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, all on a beautiful onion roll. So I'm going to give this guy a try. Oh my gosh, that is so good. You definitely get that hot sauerkraut on that first bite. Oh my gosh, but the pastrami is juicy and tender. And then that onion roll is soft but kind of crunchy on the top. So good, you guys. And of course, you have to finish it off with some French fries. Be sure to come down here to Miracle Mile. Give this guy a try. Cheers.